Today, we're going to dig into the absolutely incredible transformation of OpenClaw, which started out as this viral, super powerful, but let's be honest, dangerously insecure project for AI agents, has somehow become the operating system for the entire age of AI. It is a wild coming-of-age story.
And look, this isn't just hype. Back in March of 2026, Nvidia's own CEO, Jensen Huang, dropped this bombshell of a statement. And just like that, OpenClaw wasn't just another popular tool on GitHub, it was instantly seen as a foundational piece of the entire AI industry. I mean, what an endorsement, right?
But here's the thing, that meteoric rise kind of hides a much darker truth. In its early days, OpenClaw was a CISO's worst nightmare. It was this brilliant but totally reckless prodigy that gave AI models root-level access to your machine with basically zero protection.
Okay, so let's walk through this whole evolution. We're going to start in that chaotic Wild West era, and then we'll hit the big turning point with OpenAI that forced it to grow up. We'll look at how it built itself into a digital fortress, how a whole ecosystem of guardians rose up to defend it, and finally, what the future looks like for the secure standard of AI.
All right, first up, the early days. This was the time when OpenClaw's power was just undeniable, but its approach to security was, to put it mildly, dangerously wide open. So the crisis here just escalated with incredible speed. It all started with this infamous trust localhost flaw, which basically left the front door unlocked for any other program on your computer. And that was quickly followed by a website hijacking flaw. Now think about that. It's like a malicious website couldn't just show you a pop-up ad. It could actually reach into your computer and hijack your personal AI agent. These weren't small bugs. They were critical, and they were popping up one after another.
But this is where the story gets really interesting. Even with these huge, well-known security holes, OpenClaw's popularity just exploded. By March 2026, it had over 250,000 stars on GitHub. It was like an AI gold rush. Developers knew the risks, but the sheer power of the tool was just too good to pass up.
So, you've got this massive popularity on one hand, and this massive risk on the other. Something had to give, right? So what was the catalyst? What finally forced this project to grow up and get serious about security? Well, the big turning point came in February 2026. The creator, Peter Steinberger, actually joined OpenAI. And his new mission, to build agents that were so safe they were mom-grade, safe enough for your mom to use. This move totally professionalized the whole project. And to make sure it didn't just become an OpenAI thing, they set up the independent OpenClaw Foundation. This was key to keeping it model agnostic, meaning it can work with anyone's AI and truly open for everybody.
And this is where we get the project's hardening montage, like in a movie. With the Foundation's guidance and OpenAI's resources, the team started a systematic layer-by-layer overhaul of OpenClaw's entire security architecture.
First on the list, they implemented something called the Model Context Protocol, or MCP. The best way to think about it is like a super strict gatekeeper. Before, the AI had raw, direct access to your computer's command line, the core controls. But now with MCP, it has to go through a special proxy for every single action. This lets you set up really specific permissions, like letting an agent read your email but physically blocking it from ever deleting anything.
Next up, they tackled the biggest fear everyone had. What if an AI hallucinates and runs a catastrophic command like rm-rf bin, which would delete literally everything on your computer? The solution was kernel-level isolation. Using tech like Kata containers and Nvidia's OpenShell, they basically create a secure, disposable bubble or a sandbox for the agent to play in. So now, if an agent goes rogue, it just destroys its own tiny virtual prison, leaving your real computer completely untouched. Phew!
And the hardening didn't stop there. That old trust localhost flaw, gone, replaced by mandatory secure tokens for access. The Wild West of community plugins and skills, tamed, with automated security scanning and official signing. And crucially, they added a human-in-the-loop system. This means for any high-stakes action, like deleting a file or making a payment, the agent has to get your explicit go-ahead. This was a complete 180-degree turn to a zero-trust architecture.
And this table really just lays out the night and day difference. I mean, look at these shifts. Instead of giving the AI the keys to the entire kingdom with root permissions, it now has very specific, limited roles. Instead of letting it run wild on your computer's core terminal, it's locked in a secure sandbox. And that whole no authentication needed policy replaced with mandatory secure tokens.
It went from a hacker's playground to a truly enterprise-ready framework.
Now, this massive internal security push didn't happen in a vacuum. It sent a huge signal to the rest of the industry, and in response, a whole ecosystem of security companies popped up to build on top of this new secure foundation.
Two big players emerged with pretty different approaches. You have Nvidia's NemoClaw, which is all about outside-in security. Think of it like a bulletproof room that isolates the agent from the rest of your system. And then you have ClawSec from SentinelOne, which provides inside-out security. That's more like a lie detector that's constantly monitoring the agent's internal thinking to make sure it's not being tricked by things like prompt injection.
And ClawSec's approach to that really tricky, unsolved problem of prompt injection is all about defense in depth. It's not just one thing. It uses a 4-layer engine to scan inputs, it has a guard to intercept suspicious commands, it constantly checks the agent's core identity files to see if they've been tampered with, and it sanitizes anything the agent says to stop sensitive data from ever leaving your machine.
And this alliance of guardians is so broad now. You've got giants like Microsoft with Agent 365, focusing on how this works in big companies. You've got specialists like Okta, solving how agents can manage passwords and credentials securely. And then tools like Reco, for security admins who need to constantly audit what these agents are actually doing. It really shows how the whole industry saw how important OpenClaw was and rallied to lock it down.
So what's happening now is that all of this, the internal hardening, the external ecosystem, it's all converging. It's becoming something way bigger than just one project. It's turning into the new, secure operating system for all AI agents everywhere. The OpenClaw Foundation is actually drafting a formal standard now, the OCS-1. It's kind of like how the Linux Foundation created standards for open source software. This is going to create a certified, official way that all agents should handle secrets, sandbox their actions, and log what they're doing for auditing. It's turning the Wild West into a proper, governed city.
And the end goal here is something people are calling quiet security, or invisible governance. The idea is that soon, you won't have to be a security expert to run an agent safely. All the sandboxing and the protection against prompt injection will just be built in, running silently in the background. Secured OpenClaw will just become, well, OpenClaw.
Which leaves us with a really fascinating question for the future, right? As security goes from being the single biggest obstacle to just a solved problem running in the background, what new frontiers are these agents going to conquer? What's the next great challenge now that we can finally start to trust them?
If you enjoyed this deep dive into how OpenClaw got its act together, we would absolutely love for you to join our community of builders and thinkers.
Make sure to hit that like button, share this with anyone you know who's curious about the future of AI, and definitely subscribe to KYC AI Labs for more explainers that break down the complex tech that's shaping our world. Thanks for watching.